What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Charts and Coffee. Going to take a look around the macro for the first time together today. So Bitcoin yesterday ended up being down about 1%. Got up. Guys, we're in that danger zone that we always talk about. And I still don't believe that this is the case. But just something to always pay attention to is you don't want a 5-wave drop like that. Right? Again, I don't think that's the base case right now based on other charts, and with the some of the stock market being off into new all-time highs. I want to say it was the Nasdaq, might have been the S&P. We'll take a look in a minute, but yeah, I mean, all of these on the right here, these fibs are going to be major support levels, so could come down to any of them. I mean, it could come as low as this. That would really be worst case for the market. Again, I mean, this could stop, guys. This doesn't just always go straight up. I mean, look at that. We had, that 4% day. We've gone up essentially, let's see. We went up, 11% without any real sort of correction. So we'll look at these over here on the right. Another thing you can do is just look at this most recent run up here to see, like, there's some support coming in right around like 106.3. You'll have some then at 105.5, and then that larger time frame one at 105.1. So there's still a lot of support coming in this area between like 104.7 and 106.3. So any of these would be completely normal. You see some confluence right here on the dot, actually. The 382 of this run up and the the 382 of the whole range and the 0.5 of this run up align right there. Here, watch, I'll show you. Right here, they overlap at like 103.5. Kiss FM, Chicago radio station. No, I'm just kidding. 103,500 right here. So that could be a pretty logical place for us to come back to, if it even does that, guys. I mean, what we are still looking for is at some point Bitcoin to build, start building a little bit of a bull flag, either from here. Usually it happens a little bit higher up. So, this could work down and then come back up and work down and then go into the bull flag, right? Like it's just way too hard. There's so many different ways it can get there, and I can show you examples of 1,000 different ways, right? So right now you're just in wait and see mode, man, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see if this support right here at 106.3 ends up holding. Maybe we get a bounce from there. And again, maybe this is us building our flag, and when we break from it, that's when everything goes. Bitcoin dominance. We've been talking about this channel. Are starting to break out of it, but you see that, there's a couple outliers anyway. Like this guy right here. So still a little bit of work to do, but I do like that. That was 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. So downward movement, brief break here, could just be back testing this range before it continues down. So let's see, guys. It's still kind of lined up this week for there to be some kind of narrative specifically for the alts. And you have kind of seen some random good news coming out about crypto in the U.S. government. So I guess we'll see. We did break out of this little triangle that we were forming, got back into the range. Now look, we were talking about yesterday potentially back testing it. Sure enough, this came down and back tested it. Could still keep settling, but I do expect it to keep moving up, man. This is just the way these things the way these things work. And right now at a pretty pivotal level, trying to decide on both of these charts, the stochastic RSI relative strength, we talk about trying to get up above the 40. Coming off from the lows, we'd still be like neutral bearish until we break above that 60 line. But right here, where we are at that 40, like, we don't want to roll back over. It's kind of at a decision point, and same with the MACD here for Ethereum momentum, like pretty flat. Still technically positive, increasing momentum, but pretty flat. So not a lot of volume though, which is okay. So let's see one big like right here, one big green buy volume candle come in at the perfect time for these oscillators and price movement and get this thing turned back up. I feel like I'm running long right now in this video. Total 3, just doing its thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, waiting on another wave up, maybe up, get us up here before a little consolidation. Let's see. But this is all normal price action here. So total 3, everything's fine. I do believe that's going to be the low there that holds. DXY dropping into our zone. Let's go. Guys, low key, when did I start the channel? Back here in March. We've been nailing this chart. So let's see if we're right and we find some support down here in this area. And again, for those of you that are new, our alt season in 2021 was after the dollar had fallen completely and was in this consolidation down here. This was the moment that the alts went. So look, pretty similar structurally. That would be like us breaking down right here. So that is like, if we're looking at this, that is this line right here that we just broke below. So that's like us being right here and coming into that final bottom. See what I'm talking about? So pretty close, pretty close. Gold, this thing's been annoying. Low key, I'm trying to buy my, my wedding in September. So I'm trying to buy my wedding ring. And I've been trying to time the gold chart because I know that it's going to break down even further. So it's just not doing it fast enough. And we're hitting the critical time. My fiance is like, are you going to buy that or what? So I got to get it figured out. Anyway, little bit of a run here, but nothing crazy, man. I mean, this could just be you can just see little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to get a little relief, probably back up around 3,400 and then drop off again and keep continuing down. So no worries there for gold, the Russell and the indices. Let's just do this all together. Pretty flat. Futures are flat. Dow Jones getting pretty close to its last high, which I didn't think this would end up breaking off into a new all-time high. I thought it'd be a little bit more rotational, so we'll see. But based on price movement right now, it looks pretty good. Here we go, the Nasdaq. Let's go. New all-time highs for the Nasdaq. Ripping. Let's go, kids. Keep going. And again, so initially when these things cool off, you'd think that you would see a cool off in crypto temporarily. And it doesn't even have to be long. It could be a week. You know what I'm saying? But you would think that at some point this is going to come back, test the former all-time high. That would be corrective for crypto. But the fact that we broke out into new all-time highs here is massive, guys. Massive. And I believe we did the same thing, for the S&P. So both the Nasdaq and the S&P 500 off into new all-time highs. That is huge for investor confidence. Eventually, we're going to see some of that rotate into the crypto markets. And down into the Russell 2000. So we are kind of just sitting waiting on the Russell, right? The other indices up here. The Russell 2000 is the small caps. It's like the altcoins. So once these bigger caps, people start to take profit on that, well, then they roll it into the smaller caps, right? And into crypto. So that's what's next here. We're just waiting. Sooner or later, guys, I'm telling you, this already had its 5 waves and its correction here. The other ones are still kind of in a blow-off fifth. I think we're going to see that rotational moment. We're hanging out right here around that high. Boom. Let's see if it comes with a little velocity. And again, that would make sense for something this week. So it's really all we got looking across the board, guys. But hang in there. This moment's coming, man. I'm still super bullish. Even if we ended up setting a new low there, I would still be super bullish. It's just, it's not a matter of if right now. It's just a matter of when. So hang tight. We're going to get it. If you guys could do me a favor, if you could follow, repost. I've been doing TA a long time. Just want to help as many of you as I can. I released an ebook a couple weeks ago on building the perfect crypto portfolio. You can find that link in my X bio or in the description of this YouTube video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll be here all day. I'll talk to you in a little bit.